Hey, my name's Bryn, and I'm the founder of Dingo. And I wanted to tell you a little bit about me and the story of how I founded the brand. So, I'm originally from Florida, a place called Ponte Vedra Beach. It's a very small town outside of Jacksonville. And I grew up going to surf camps, and I didn't really pursue it, but I loved surfing, and it was always part of my life. I think when I was a kid, it was my dream to become a surf photographer. Then I moved to Australia about 7 years ago, and I lived in Sydney. And my good friend and I got really into surfing. We went to a surf camp in Indonesia, and from there, the fire was lit, and I just couldn't stop surfing. So, fast forward a little bit of time from there, and the pandemic hit, and I was moving up to Byron Bay for a job, and then that fell through, and yada, 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 all this stuff. And I started freelancing, and in that free time, in between my paid work, I was surfing a lot, as were a lot of people, I think, during the pandemic. And I noticed that people were wearing surf hats, and I needed to wear a surf hat myself because my skin was getting scorched. There's a huge hole in the ozone layer above Australia, and you can really tell that it affects your skin because you can literally feel your skin burning, like you can feel it singeing under the sun. And I didn't really like what was out there. It was all kind of just boring, like kind of dad hats. So I also do art, and I started illustrating some different prints. And I decided to put those prints on some surf hats. So I found a manufacturer in Indonesia, and we designed these hats from scratch. Road tested them and started wearing them in the water, and launched our first batch about a year and a half ago, and completely sold out of those. And then now we're almost sold out of our second batch. Um, I wanted to create this brand that just didn't take itself too seriously, because surfing can be so weird like that, where people just get really aggro and um, just competitive, and it doesn't have to be that way. Surfing is about community, and it's about being in nature and having fun. And I wanted to create a brand that showed that. I wanted to create products that celebrated how unique you are, and you don't just have to wear a black wetsuit and a black hat and just be all dark colors all the time. You can have fun and be a bit silly and ride a soft top, ride a finless, ride a longboard. I don't care. Ride a surf mat. The idea is just to be out in nature having fun. And you got to be sun protected, and you can do it in style. So that's just a really short explanation of the brand and how it got started. And I'd love to have you join our pack. So get yourself a hat while we still have some.